hear it. Y'all hear it. We rolling. This thing is jumping out in front of me. I don't know what the hell they going. They need to go if they going. Come on, brother. But today, man, I want to talk about two things. One being the stance of my car, which means the rims and tires and all that good stuff. And two, being the exhaust. Because I have a lot of questions. Listen this real quick. But yeah, I have a lot of questions that be coming up on my YouTube page and on my Instagram page, and people always want to know what I have and what size the things is. I had a whole conversation with one person on there telling about what size I have and all that good stuff, what type of springs I had. Another person wanted to know the stock number of the springs. He wanted to know if I was hitting, I needed to shave down that bolt. I think it's part of the control arm, I think it is. But other than that, man, I'm gonna talk about that for a second, man, for everybody can understand what I did. It's not recommended. It's not the best way to go. It's my way. It's the way I did things. So with that being said, once I get from over here at Best Buy, return this route up, I'm gonna hit y'all back. Stay tuned, stay locked, stay ready. It's your boy, Him Too Wavy. And remember, it's not what they call you. It's what you answer to. I'll let your boy, I'm out. So we sitting up here at Best Buy. You know you still can't go in. You gotta wait for these people to come to you in order to return this thing. The thing is for my drone. I don't know where he's coming to. I don't know what I need to get this lady, but I'm about to find out. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
He's gonna get you here, sir.
I don't know why the fuck they do that every damn time. I get here before somebody, but they always go to somebody else's first. I guess that's because I parked so fucking far away from the door that they can't stand to walk this far or something. I don't know, man. It's kind of annoying, though. And the thing is, the person they fucking helped him should have been like, yo, he was here first. Is he not doing something? But people so damn rude around here, boy. It's a damn shame. I know I would have said, I've been like, yo, I don't know if they returning, but they was here before me. You know what I mean? It's just courteous, man. Like, then they wonder why we the worst country in America. I said the worst country in America. We the worst country in the world. Oh, my man's back there on his little Polaris. Is that what you call them? Yeah, Polaris. The motorcycle car that really takes away from driving or riding a motorcycle. Let me open this dang on app, because he's probably gonna need this to return it. And this is why I say I don't like to what did I tell you? I don't like to record with my phone. So here's purchases. I'm gonna tell him too when he get here, see what he say. Oh, he coming closer to the damn basket.
You have a return?
Yeah. What you need from me?
You got this online already? Let's see. Hold on, wait. What you want?
It was a pickup, so I don't know how you want it. Do you want the...
What's wrong with it?
It just didn't work for me.
Okay.
Nothing's wrong with it.
All right. And it's a straight refund?
Yeah, just a refund.
All right, I'll be right back.
Did you think they was here before me, man? That's what it was?
No, I just didn't order, so when I come back, just run down the line.
Okay. So we back on the road too. Now that the city is open and people are going places, I ain't got too many places to film without people walking up on me, asking me questions and stuff. So I'm gonna try to find somewhere so I can explain this real quick. Take about 5 to 10 minutes, and we're gonna be good to go. That's how we do it. Throw the shades on them. Make a move. Make a move, baby. Ain't what they call you. That's what you answer to. Remember that. Stay ready. You ain't got to get ready. Took that car forever to take off. We wasn't in this lane. Good. See when I get there. And we made it, man. So it ain't that crowded over here at this park. So I'm gonna go ahead and explain all this stuff. Man, it's dark as shit up in here. Stay dark in here. That's what it's supposed to be like. Nobody supposed to see you. Look at me. I'm dark. I'm dark. But anyway, man, this is what I'm gonna do. I literally came to a spot that's a dead end where nobody could possibly come from the left, but they can come from the right. And look, somebody literally came. I just got here. Nobody's here. And somebody came. Look. I'm like, yo, I got this spot just so I can be by myself. But I don't care. They can do what they want to do. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and do this explaining. Like I said, I'm explaining the carving tips, and I'm explaining my stance. Hopefully I can make this a short video. Probably already too damn long. If it's not, I'll cut it in half. Other than that, let's make it do what it do, baby. Holla at your boy. I shall return. Let me get y'all off this window tripod, and we out. Stay ready. You ain't gotta get ready, baby. Cool. Now that we off this window tripod, close that door up. Talk about the stands first. Yeah. People looking at me and shit. I told y'all, 2-finger jack. This tire right here is a 275 40 20. It's rated at 106 Yankee. You're probably like, what the hell is that 106 Yankee mean? That's the speed ratio of the tire, on how fast this tire is rated to go up to, which is rated up for my car, which is at 160. That's the front tire, which is a 275 40 45. Now you probably asked me why I went with that size tire. That tire is literally the same ride height as my factory 245s, 45s, 20s. Same ride height, just as well as the back. Same thing. This is a 305, 35, 20. And this is rated at 104, which is about the same thing. I didn't realize that it rated different speeds. Even though they're the same tire, I didn't realize they rated different speeds. So, like I say, the rear was a 10.5. Gives it that almost, I guess you want to say, almost flush. And the front is a regular 9.5, and it gives it almost that flush. But the tires is what made it like it stuck out a little bit, or gave it that look. So if you look, the tires are like, it's, I guess you want to say, look like it's square or something. But when I had the 240, they sit a little higher. They look like they sit higher because the sidewall was bigger. But they really didn't sit that much higher. They sit the same height as these actually. As you can see, if you're gonna look, you probably can't tell in the camera. The concave of the rim versus the rear rim. Yeah. Now y'all all know that I have am I too close on this? Y'all all know I have eye-box springs on here. So the reason I went with the eye-box springs, like I said last time, I wanted to do a little bit of ride. I didn't want it to be too low. I didn't want it to scrub because I wanted the tires to stick out and give it that flush feel, which it did. So with that being said, I don't know what else y'all need to know about it. One more thing. There's this there's this screw that sits on, I think that's the control arm. I think that's what it's called. But I don't know if I can get y'all to see that up in there, or how close it is up in there. Because somebody asked me how close was that pin to my tire, and did I have to shave it? And I'm like, no, I didn't have to shave mine because my tires are the same ride height, so it's the same distance as it would be with the factory tires. How is the ride, they say? My ride is the same as the factory ride. It doesn't give me no, when I did the alignment, it wasn't even off a little bit. Dude was like, you're good, but we can go ahead and do the alignment. They did the alignment. The first time I only had one alignment. Didn't have no problems with it. What else? Like I say, the ride is smooth. Y'all all know I put nitrous in my tires so my tires can wear evenly. That's what you're keeping them balanced and rotated, and keeping the alignments. Other than that, man, then we got, but I tell you one thing about 10.5s or anything wider than a factory rim, to me, I don't know if anybody else that has wider rims. I don't know. I get a lot of like a little sway in the rear from the tires. I think it's because it being the grooves of the tires, and out here in these Texas streets, man, these grooves is serious out here, man. And my car is not even low as most people's car, and it still have a problem with scraping on certain streets. Other than that, man, I don't think there's too much more that you want to know about the stance. 10.5 in the front, 10.5 in the rear, 9 in the front, 275, 40, 20s on the front, 305, 35, 20s on the rear. That's what I got. That's my stance. Okay, now let's get to the exhaust system. These are Carven tips. I hope you can see that. Maybe I get out the shade, you can see it better. They are Carven tips. So anybody know anything about Carven tips? They know they're expensive. Those are 5-inch tips. Carven 5-inch tips. They cost me $200 literally for those tips. And the reason they only cost me $200 versus being $229 like the price is because I got a military discount. And in order to get a military discount from that guy, you have to have a military email in order to get that discount. So I have a military email, and that's how I got the discount. Now, people would say, Dan, that's a lot of money to pay for some damn tips. And you would think that's a lot of money just for the tips. But you have to look at things like this. If you was to go to the store and you would say, I want 5-inch tips and I want to get my resonators cut off, or whatever you get cut off, they're going to say, okay, that's going to be $130, $120 just for the resonators to get cut off, another $80, $60, $80 for the tips, right? I paid $200 for my tips, and they're bolt-on, so I can take those tips off. If I ever get another charger, I can take those tips off, or the same body style, take those tips off, put them on my another charger, or I can take those tips off and sell them for a value. You know what I'm saying? I can still get some money back off of them, even though I had them for, I think I had mine for like 9 months, 10 months now, if I had them for a while. But like I said, I can sell them, they're bolt-on. I even have my resonators removed, and I have Dynomax mini racing bullets in the place of my resonators. Y'all know I have a mid-muffler delete. So I mean I have no mufflers up front, and I have no resonators, but I have a Dynomax for my mufflers, which in Texas you need mufflers in order to pass a fucking inspection, they say. So I put those on, and they gave a little rumble. And people say, does 5-inch tips make a difference? You gotta understand, if you ever seen one of those cheerleader horns they use, and they talk to it, and it's like a bull. I don't want to say it's a bullhorn. I don't think it's a bull. Is it a bullhorn? I don't know. Bullhorn is when you do the thing, but it's like a cone. That cone they talk to. Turn the cone over and get the wide side and talk into it, and see how that sound comes out. Turn it over with the small side, then talk and see how much the sound comes out. That's what that does. It opens up that little 3-inch or 2.5 or whatever tip they had on here. It opens it up and gives a little bit more of a thunder, an echo, a bass, or whatever you want to call it. But that's what it does. But like I say, I didn't want to make this video too long, but I really wanted to explain that because a lot of people ask me, and they continue to ask me about my setup. Now, I don't know if I missed anything or I can tell you anything on what you might want to know about that. But I don't have no problems out of it. I don't have no check engine lights come on. My still an active exhaust system. I didn't take none of that shit off. I just left it just the way it is. I just kept the resonators and the mid mufflers off. Added my 5-inch tips, Carven, and that's it. If you have any more questions, I'll be glad to answer them. I think I should have answered them all in this video. It's your boy. Stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this video short. I don't want to make it too long and all that good stuff. All right, stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. It's your boy, Him Too Wavy, and I'm out.